Hi, I'm Beth from My Tutoring Bee, and in today's video, we're going over the area of circles. I've got a few examples for us, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got the area formula listed over here, a equals pi r squared. We are going to talk a little bit about pi later on in the video, and I also have a challenge problem for us where we would have to find r. Let's go ahead and use this formula to find the area of these four circles. Now our directions tell us to find the area and round to the nearest hundredth. All right, so let's go ahead and substitute our numbers into our formula. A equals pi r squared. So our area equals pi, which is just a number, and there is a key for it on our calculator, which we are going to use for this particular problem. R stands for radius. So the radius is just that line that extends from the center of the circle all the way out to the edge of the circle. So we can see here that our radius is 5. So we've got 5 squared. Now, one common mistake that I see students making is multiplying pi times 5 first and then squaring. We do want to follow order of operations. So 5 is the only thing that is being raised to the exponent of 2. So we want to do that exponent first, and then we're going to multiply times pi. So let's go ahead and pull up our calculator here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 squared on here, so that gives me 25, and then multiply that times pi. So we get 78.539. Now our directions did say to round to the nearest hundredth, so that 9 is going to inform us what to do with the hundredths place, so we're going to bump that up to a 4. So we get 78.54. So our area equals about 78.544 meters squared. So the reason I wrote this like equal sign kind of like a wavy, two wavy lines, is this is the about. Because we did round this number, this isn't the exact measurement of the area of this circle, but this is a rounded measurement. So that is why I've got those wavy lines there. It just means about. The area is about 78.54 meters squared. Okay, let's get into the next one. So our area, again, pi r squared. So as we can see, our radius here is 3 feet. So we're going to square that, which is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. So area equals pi times 9. Now in this one, I want to show the difference between using the pi key on the calculator and using 3.14 from the very beginning to multiply. So let's see what that looks like. So I'm just going to put into my calculator pi times 9, and let's see what we get. All right, and again, we're rounding to the nearest hundredth, so we get 28.274. That 4 is not enough to bump us up to the next digit. We've just got 28.27. So here our area equals 28.27 feet squared. Now let's see what happens when we calculate 3.14 times 9 instead. So here I'm putting in 3.14 instead of using that pi key times 9, and we get 28.26. So our area equals 28.26 feet squared. So not a huge difference, but it is a difference. So we really have to make sure that we're looking at the directions. If the directions tell you to use 3.14 per pi, then go ahead and do that. If the directions don't say that specifically, then go ahead and use the pi key on your calculator. With rounding with pi, it can adjust the number just a little bit, even just down to this hundredths place, but it can adjust the number enough that it will make your answer different if you're using one over the other. So just keep that in mind. All right, now let's take a look at these other two circles. Now these look a little bit different. In this circle, we have a line going all the way across the circle. So that is the diameter. That's what D stands for. The diameter of a circle will go all the way across, going through the center of the circle from one side of the circle to the other. Our formula only uses the radius. So we have to convert this diameter into a radius. right here we've got diameter equals 2r, or r equals 1/2 diameter, right? So from the center out to the side, that's the radius. Even if we went from the center here out to this side, that would also be a radius. So it is half of the diameter. So this circle is telling us that our diameter equals 1 mile. So if we cut that in half, our radius equals 1/2 mile. So we could either write that as a fraction or as a decimal. Since we're going to be using our calculator for this, I'm going to opt for the decimal since that's a little bit easier to put into our calculator. But we're using 0.5 or 0.5 for our radius in our formula. So A equals pi r squared. A equals pi 0.5 squared. And these two are being multiplied. So let's figure out what that is. Now, a lot of times calculators will do order of operations for you. So I might be able to just go ahead and put in pi times 0.5 squared, but I want to go ahead, I want to make sure that I'm doing the order of operations. So I'm going to do my 0.5 squared first. So that gives us 0.25. And then I'm taking that and multiplying times pi. So we get, that's pi. So when I hit equal, we get 0.785. So again, we're rounding to the nearest hundredth. So that 5 is enough to bump us up to a 9. So we get 0.79. So our area equals 0.79 miles squared. And I do want to use our little wavy, our about. I should have done that for these as well. Because this is not an exact number, it is about that measurement for our areas. All right, let's do one more. We've got a diameter again of 9 millimeters. So we want to figure out what our radius is. So our radius is half of that. So our radius is 4.5 millimeters. So again, we're going to have a decimal in this one that we are using for our radius. So area equals pi r squared. Area equals pi times 4.5 squared. Let's go ahead and see what that is. So 4.5 squared equals 20.25, and then we're multiplying that times pi. And we get 63.617. That 7 is enough to round us up to a 2. So we've got 63.62. So area equals 63.62 millimeters squared. I keep forgetting to do my about instead of an equal sign, but our area is about 63.62 millimeters square for the area for this circle. Now I do have a challenge problem for us. In this problem it says find the missing radius or diameter. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so Kira wants to stretch a volleyball net across her circular pool. She knows the area of the pool's surface is 452.4 square feet. How long does the net need to be to stretch across the center of the pool's surface? So it sounds like she wants a net that goes across the center of her pool, right? Essentially cutting her pool in half into 2 semicircles. So what are we trying to find here? We are given the area of 452.4 square feet, and we're trying to find how long the net needs to be. So this is a diameter, right? If we're going all the way across the pool, all the way across the circle, that's a diameter. However, our formula, our area formula, only works with a radius. So we're going to have kind of multiple steps here. First, we're going to have to figure out what the radius is, and then we're going to take that radius to figure out what the diameter is. So let's go ahead and write out our formula and then plug in the pieces of the puzzle that we know. We know that the area is 452.4. And then that's going to equal pi r squared. We don't know what r is yet, so we're just leaving that as r. That's what we have to solve for. So we're going to divide by pi on both sides of the equation. That gives us r squared equals, let's see what this gives us, 452.4 divided by, I don't know if my face is covering this up or not. I can put this over here. 452.4 divided by pi. And so then we get 144.00339, and it goes on forever. Here's another common mistake that I see students making is rounding too early. Now, this is a pretty small decimal after the 144, so I'm not too worried about this particular problem, but I will see students rounding too early and then using that rounding in other calculations, because think about it, we still have other calculations to do. We still have to figure out what r by itself is, so that means we have to find the square root, and then we have to find the diameter. So we still have more calculations to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out a few more decimal places further than what I normally would, just to make sure that I'm not rounding too early, too close to that place value that I want to round to at the end. So I'm going to write this as 144.0034. 144.0034. So I've gone out 4 decimal places after the decimal point, but at the end, we don't need to round out that far. Okay, so then our next step is this is what r squared equals. We want to then take the square root and just give ourselves r. We want, for this calculator, I have to put the number in first and then hit the square root key. So I'm putting in my 144.0034, and then I hit my square root key, and that gives me 12.0001. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and round it here because I know that I'm not going to need to go out to the thousandths or 10,000ths place for this one. So our radius is 12. So halfway across from the center of the pool to the edge of the pool is 12 feet, right? Because they gave us the area in square feet. So what does that mean for our diameter? Our diameter is 2r, so diameter equals 2 times 12. So all the way across the pool is 24 feet. So that's how long she would need a net in order to stretch all the way across her pool. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful for you in learning more about the area of circles. There are a bunch of links in the description below that go to other videos that might be helpful for you, as well as some things popping up on the screen right here. If you're looking for more support in math, please feel free to reach out. I do offer one-to-one tutoring. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.